All right, Sanan, let's take a look at this rec review you've sent in. So we're sitting at around 800 elo, and you're playing Britain's on Arena, you're telling me. And you also joined today, which is a week ago. So welcome, Sanan. I hope you're saying that right, to the Patreon. You said, my opponent attempted a fast castle slash dungeon strategy. Oh, those are the worst. Making this one of the most unusual matches I've played. I'd particularly like to know whether I read the situation correctly and how could I have responded better. Thanks. Of course, no problem. Burns for Sicilians and opponents going for a dungeon rush. No, this is terrible. It's a very cheesy strategy, and it's terribly hard to stop. Specifically for beginners, low-level players tend to struggle a lot against the tower rush from the Sicilians, the dungeon rush, because truthfully, like even mid-elo players, it's hard to deal with. It's a tower rush. Oh, a little town bell action, a little cheeky town bell. No worries there. It's a tower rush, but they can also make units from the towers. And the towers are like really strong and tanky. It's hard to deal with. So in advance, I feel your pain. Start with some basic housekeeping rules. So lumber camp usually always touching the wood line. This is because normally you chop the first line of trees very fast. If you make that little gap, okay, it's very efficient early. Nice. But then you're already walking 2 tiles very quickly after that. And you'd get even more efficiency just making it touching the wood line. So always lumber camp touches the wood line in the middle of the wood line as well. So right here would be perfect. Okay, you've now rang the town bell twice. What's the deal, Sanan? You want to alert everyone that we're luring in boars? They don't need to know. You got the mill set up. This guy walked back. It's a little mistake. But yeah, town bell should not be rung. If you're hitting it by accident, I recommend you unbind the hotkey. You go to your hotkey section and you just go to your town bell and you clear select it. If you need help doing that, just ask me in the Patreon Discord and I'll help you in 2 seconds. It's so easy. And yeah, let's just fast forward here. I'll let you know if there's any mistakes. But overall, Arena Dark Age, super simple. All right, just developing. Just watching, make sure that TC idle time stays down. Looks like you're doing a pretty good job of that, though. It doesn't seem to be an issue. I see Loom queued up. My cortisol is spiking. We don't need Loom on Arena in the early game. I'm gonna go for a couple houses here. Yeah, Loom's terrible here, bro. It's gonna... Oh, wait. Hold on. You want a forward castle? What's the deal? What's this build? 23 vills is very fast, by the way. So like for a pure, just for context, for a pure boom, I would do 24 pop usually. For a light cav gameplay, which is a bit of a higher elo strategy, I would do 25 or 26 pop. For a castle drop, I'd probably also do like 26 pop because it's very expensive to get a castle drop. By you going up in 23 pop, it's both impressive because it's very good that you're doing that so quickly. But it's also potentially detrimental because you're not going to have the resources to click up. Look at that. So I'm going to go market blacksmith. This market is too close to the town center. It's taking away farming space. Also, you want your market to be out here because you want your second layer of wall. You want to form that second layer of wall right here. So if the tower rush comes through or the dungeon rush, he breaks through the stone gate, he has to get through another layer of houses, markets, blacksmiths, away from your gold. If you put the blacksmith here, or so the market here, blacksmith here, oh, no problem. He'll walk in through your gate, put a dungeon right here, hit all your farms, hit your lumber camp and your gold. He'll come here, make a dungeon here. He's going to hit your gold, your chickens, and your farms. But by making the, the market, house here, market there, house here, house, suddenly he's making a dungeon here, barely reaching your gold, or like hitting your gold, barely reaching your wood. You just move on this side. Okay? I hope you see the vision. You always want to make that second layer of wall happen, not with palisade walls, just with the buildings you're already making. Like, how smart is that? We're going to make a second layer of walls with the buildings we already need to make. Secondly, we got to work on this build, brother. You're a Patreon member. This is terrible now. You have idle time. You can't even afford to go up. We're taking stone because you clearly want a castle drop, which is good. That's not the problem. The problem is we went up so early, and we also got loom, which we didn't need. There should be a 26 population, no loom. You get the castle age, and unless you're making the forward castle, you don't want to get loom. So you should make 2 vills. If you're going for the forward castle, you'd make 1 vill and then loom right before clicking up to castle age. Listen to what I said there. Very important to know. You're selling all of these resources at the market. It's terrible to do that. It's good because at least we're up to castle age now. But like if this is happening consistently, it's terrible. You're down like a few hundred resources just off the get-go because we're not, doing a build it correctly. Our opponent here, meanwhile, is going for a big, dungeon setup. But truthfully now, like, you're going to be late on Bidax, late on Horse Collar, late on these important economy upgrades. We're going to get the castle age, we'll make the castle, but then we can't really do anything else. We can't add town centers. We can't really make a lot of longbowmen because we can't afford much. We're making farms now with that Horse Collar. Trust me, check the Fast Castle build. Try it out. Fast Castle Castle Drop. It's on Patreon, Deck. I can find it for you right now in 2 seconds. Let me find it, actually. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. Pull this up in 2 seconds. Open this up. So you just go here. You just go to your strategy guide. You just go here. Boom. Fast Castle into unique unit. 25 plus 2 vills. So 26 pop plus 2. Fast Castle into unique units. Color-coded PDF. Tells you exactly what to do. Reach castle each time. 1450. Alright. We got the castle age here. Excuse me. We're going to get the castle age now. 20 seconds before. No. Later. Oh my god. Later. 1450 was the perfect time. And we're getting the castle age later. With less villagers. Because we have all this idle time. And we have less resources collected. Oh my god. This is terrible. So I hope you see now just how bad our situation is for no reason. And oh, we're going to go for a forward castle. Oh no. 6 villagers forward castle. If you're going to go for a forward castle, I think it should be like 10 vills. And at least the loom makes sense now. So that works. Never lose the scout. Oh, this is so bad. Also, we see our opponent is now on the map. Normally what you should do is you should go back and make the castle at home. Oh, this is really bad. This took a very dark turn. We have less villagers than the opponent. He's got 1 extra. We lost our scouts. So opponent has scout advantage over us now. This is a really bad situation. The way to do this is you want to just back up, kill a scout fast, surround the scout, kill it, and then go back to your base. It's like the best thing you can do here. It's very hard to do this though. You might just go back and... yeah, LOL, yes. It is a funny situation, to be fair. He's just chasing you away. Castle at home is what you want to do here. So you had the right idea. You're asking me if you had the right idea. It is the correct idea. Opponent's going to drop a castle on us. His castle with Sicilians builds 100% faster. So he will get the castle up first for sure. And then we're going to get a castle later. He abandons it. Oh my god. That's such a big misplay from him. He would get the castle up first. And if he got Fletching and Botkin, he can actually deny your castle entirely and win the game. Oh, that's crazy what just happened. What just happened is insane. Your opponent will switch his castle to the other side. Holy, okay. What just happened was absolutely insane. But either way, you get the castle up. You're going to be going Botkin arrow. You're going to be getting out some lombos. That's all good. And you actually did a good reaction to the situation. You also have more res collected than your opponent. So clearly something has been going wrong on his end. But still, there's a lot that can be improved on our end. I don't want you to focus on that. But I will say, you did a good job reacting to what your opponent. This is interesting. Your messages are posting twice. I think that's probably just a glitch from Capture Age. Your opponent goes for a castle drop and a town center. So the way to defend here is to do exactly what you're doing. Lombos, sit back and just wait. Second layer of walls is good, but not near the castle. Yeah, because you obviously can't get that up. And honestly, I don't even think you need a second layer of walls anyway. Like, your opponent's going to have, what, sergeants come in? Your longbos beat them anyway. Now, of course, you probably don't really know this, because you're probably not as experienced with every civ. But your longbowmen easily beat this. So you're going to go for a counterattack here. That makes no sense because your opponent has full stone walls. So the correct thing is just to sit back here with the longbowmen and continue adding town centers. Add town centers, farm, build up your economy until Imperial Age. That's the way to defend this. Second layer walls, okay. I'm not convinced you need it, but it's okay. Got to be careful with those. You can use stand ground if you need. And yeah, I don't know. Not sure what you were expecting to find with those longbowmen, but yeah, your opponent is fully walled. That is arena. If you want to break in, by the way, cool little tip. You can make 2 petards, break your opponent's gate, and just go in. So you could actually do that if you want to. Lay off the market. No, this is terrible, brother. Yeah, we gotta address this. This cannot keep happening. Okay, the market, bro. The market is like a jewel. You only, touch it just to make sure it's there. It sits in the safe in your house. You open it once a year just to check that it's all good. Maybe, you know, hold it in your hand and remember how precious it is for you, and then you put it back in. Right now, the jewel's on the kitchen table. Everyone's got their hands on it. It's not special anymore. The market's just sitting there. You're tapping it left and right. It's horrible. So this market here, don't touch it. Don't be selling stuff, buying stuff. You have no eco upgrades, no extra town centers. Your economy is not growing, which is a horrible situation to be in, because now our opponent is going to have the same economy as us, maybe even more. He's got a second town center, and we're not growing at all. So what you want to be doing is using that window of like 5-10 minutes where nothing much is happening, you're just kind of defending, to add economy. Britain's is not a low economy civ. It's a civ that gets a lot of its strength from adding cheap town centers fast, getting extra villagers, and then spamming so many longbowmen your opponent cannot keep up. He can't even counter them in skirms. He's got so many of them. And look at this. Just like 10 longbowmen can easily defend any pressure now. You're not scared of your opponent's towers. In fact, you call this a dungeon rush. This is a nothing rush. Your opponent made a forward castle that did nothing. Dungeons that can't even go up. Ramp push that's doing nothing, but will probably kill us if I had to guess, because I think we're going to be underprepared against it. But really, he hasn't been doing anything. If in this time you just added town centers, you'd have a 20 vill lead. And if you're not sure how strong a 20 vill lead is, it's 20 villagers that will gather, let's say, 20 resources a minute each compared to your opponent. It's 400 extra resources per minute compared to your opponent with a 20 vill lead. And that's like the minimum math, by the way. It's even more than that. It's the minimum you're getting out of them. And then, yeah, just 4 minutes or 5 minutes with having a 20 vill lead is a free Imperial Age over your opponent. And that's what I'm asking for you. Get your economy going, get that vill lead, and then you can just have Imperial Age for free in 5 or 10 minutes compared to your opponent. It's ridiculous what a vill lead can do. And that's really what you're trying to do right now. You staying on 1 TC economy, trying to go up to Imperial Age, get some trebs, not a bad idea, but doesn't really suit the style of the civilization. It only works if you have a very powerful unit that's good in low numbers, highly mobile, like a conquistador, and you have maybe a forward castle so you can put pressure, but a defensive fast imp doesn't really do it for me. He's going to ram rush you, and I think this will be something you're very underprepared against. Again, if you had the economy and he comes in with rams now, you make a mangonel, a siege workshop, 2 mangonels, you just never die to this. Even if you had like 2-3 TCs, he comes in, you bring 20 villagers. Villagers hit the rams, longbowmen kill the sergeants when they come out. That's it. So we're not actually scared of this. We're only scared if we're hurting ourselves. Fortified wall coming in. I don't know, it's not that good. It's okay, I guess, but it's not great. Palisade wall goes down. Yeah, because he's already into our base, so fortified wall is not going to do much. You'd have to make a second layer, which is really hard. It's really good in principle, but not really good here. Mangonel from behind walls usually counters the ramp push, by the way. Again, you probably didn't know this or don't know this, so this is why the replay is there to help you out. I don't want to overload you with information either. So I want you to really focus on adding in those extra town centers. That's way better for you. But again, just making a workshop, getting a couple mangonels, that's a very good way to defend this. We're up to Imperial Age. The funny thing is, I think we're still winning this game. In theory here. You can use the longbowmen here to kill the sergeants nice and easy. You don't want to be hitting the rams. You want to hit the sergeants, kill them fast, use the villagers against the rams, which is what you're doing now, which is great. Yeah, beautiful. Look how easy it is to clear the sergeants. They're like not even a threat. Town center goes down, not a problem. We can easily remake it. We can remake a couple extra. I'm always dreaming, you know, maybe we make a couple extra town centers. And Trevor just come out. This is great. We're still in a very solid position, actually. More rams coming in. You have more and more longbows. They should never die. You didn't see the ram angle. Repairs? Close. Magneto comes in and dies. Barracks. I don't know why we want the barracks. We want spearmen versus rams and sergeants. Okay. That's like wanting a I don't know. That's like wanting pure pizza and chocolate diet when you're trying to lose weight. Just doesn't really cut it. Doesn't do the trick. So these spearmen not really doing a whole lot right now for us. Again, it could just be a town center. One can dream. Oh, the market again. Oh, the beautiful, precious market. Look at it. Castle goes up. Now, normally you could deny this, but Sicilian Castle is hard to deny. He's got Ballistics and Bodkin, so losing the Longbows. Trebuchet now coming out. Where's our Bracer, by the way? Bracer should be coming in. Bracer, Chemistry. Like, what are we Imperial Age for? A Treb? Extra range? We should be getting our upgrades first and foremost, for sure. Also, we should have a University in Ballistics here as well, for sure. But again, economy is just so tight. We can remake this lumber cap. So many things could be better for your economy. But what I will say is that you're actually doing a great job fighting. Like, your fighting is super solid. Your reaction was good. You're smart. You're thinking well about the game. But you could just be playing so much better with just good, like, better planning and awareness of what you should be doing. And this comes with experience. Like, Bracer Chemistry right now, for sure, it's a guarantee. You get the Imperial Age right away. You're thinking about those techs. And you're going to clear this up. We'll fast forward a little bit here just because I gave the brunt and the bulk of my advices. I don't want to linger too much. This is great. Fantastic. Cleared all this up. Killed so many vills there. Alright, clear up the workshop. Now, let's right away attack your opponent, right? Like, you want to re-wall this and right away attack your opponent. Don't give him time. Yeah, great. Chemistry coming in. We have Ballistics, Elite Longbowman. Fantastic. Bracer. Last upgrade. It's like we're saving it. I guess you forgot about it. And there's the GG. Really, really good comeback win, actually. I was really impressed by this. Again, your reaction was great. Your strategy was great. Your fighting was great. But, like, we don't have Bowsaw, no Horse Collar, no Wheelbarrow. Our economy is terrible. We're walking a half marathon just to deposit 10 wood. It's just 10 wood, bro. I don't even want it. Just keep it, you know? It's like when your friend owes you money and he takes you like 3 months to pay you. Bro, just keep it. I'm good. I don't need it. It's fine. That's what I feel about this wood line. It's like, bro, just 10 wood. You're going to walk all this way, bro. Just keep the 10 wood. I got 1,300 in the bank. I'm fine. So, Sanan, I'm gonna call you a slur right now. I'm gonna call you a filthy 800 elo. That's what you're suffering from right now. You're an 800 elo, and you reek of it. What do I mean by this? I mean that you've got really good ideas, but you're being held back by 800 elo habits, using the market too much, not minding your economy, not getting eco upgrades, not making extra town centers. You reek of 800 elo. I want to give you a shower, bro. I want to present you with some good clothes, bring you up to 900 elo. You know, at least, you know, some people can shake your hand now, look you in the eye when they're talking to you, get a little bit more respect, and then bring you to a cultured, you know, 1,000 elo, highly dignified community member. That's what I want for you, and I think we're on the right track. So my advice here is, first of all, start with a better build right away. Just get to Patreon, just get the better build set up, 100%. From there, practice your Castle Age, where you can get a castle down, make Britain Longbowman. That's a great strat. You don't have to go forward. I don't mind you going forward for like your main strategy and then adapting with a defensive castle sometimes. If you're going to go forward, it should be 10 villagers and you get loom right before you click Castle Age. That's how you do it. So on the way up to you hit Fuel Age, you make one vill, and then you get loom. You make your Market Blacksmith, you go up to Castle Age, okay? If you want to make the defensive castle, that also works. Few Longbowmen, control the relics, maybe a monastery, pick up the relics. Boom, cheap town centers. You add 2 town centers. That's the Britain bonus. We didn't use it once. Actually, no, we used it once when our town center went down. You make extra town centers. You start developing your economy. Beautiful. That's fantastic. And then you play that winning late game that Britons are so good at. So again, I felt like I gave a ton of advice here. Tried to make it fun and spicy, just to, you know, because why not? We're playing a game at the end of the day. Have some fun. And if you have any more questions, man, welcome to Patreon. Ask me anytime in that Discord. That's what I'm here for. I really, besides all the jokes and whatnot, I really want you guys to get better and to enjoy the game. Because getting better, it's not just, no one's going to become professional because they got one rec review from me. But if I can put you in a spot where you're having more fun, you feel more confident in your decisions, and you're enjoying the game more because you're understanding it more, that's so worth it for me. That's what I'm trying to get out of these coachings and rec reviews for you guys. And hopefully I've done it here with this rec review. If you have any questions, let me know. And if for those watching on YouTube, if you guys did enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe, and run the numbers up so you guys can keep getting more rec reviews from these Patreon members that are paying for it. And if you want to get your own rec review, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. Tons of, you know, services that I provide there. It's the best way to support me and also get something out of it. You can check it out if you're interested. And with that said, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace.